you are not the victim of your life, but you are the creator of it. And when you change your mind, you change your life. And by changing the way you think and feel, you change your energy. And when your energy changes, your life changes. And here's exactly how you're going to do that. These are my key takeaways from chapter 1 of Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. If you're new here, make sure you're following me for all of my key takeaways and exercises from every chapter. Old science said that the world was made of solid matter, but quantum physics proves that everything, including you, is made of energy. Thoughts and emotions are energy too, which means they can affect the world around you. And everything and everyone are connected through the quantum field, which is the sea of energy that links all things. So when you change your inner world, your outer world responds. Pretty much like a walking radio tower, constantly sending out signals through your thoughts and feelings. And when they don't match, like when you're thinking, I'm confident, but you're really insecure, signal gets a little fuzzy. But when they do match, your energy becomes clear and you become magnetic to everything that you desire. Following that alignment of thoughts and feelings is what we call coherence. And that's what draws those new experiences, opportunities, everything's toward you. So to attract what you want, you have to start by changing how you feel, not by waiting for your circumstances to change first. Because the universe doesn't respond to what you wish for, it responds to who you're being. Here's how. Decide what you want, feel gratitude, love, joy, as if it's already real. It's already done. And then let go of control and trust that it'll unfold naturally. And stay open to surprises and any possibilities. That's how the world works. So if you want love, success, or healing, you have to become that energy first. So if you're trying to manifest a new job, you would live exactly how the person who wants a new job would live. Joe covers a specific story how his daughter did this at the end of the chapter, which I'll break down. So life reflects your energy back to you. So if you feel grateful, you attract more to be grateful or kind about. But if you constantly live in anger or worry that something bad is going to happen, you'll get more of that too. Because you don't get what you want, you will get what you are. The feeling of gratitude is the most powerful feeling of all, because when you feel thankful for something before it happens, your body believes it's already real, and that signal brings it to you faster. To connect deeply with the universe, to quiet your mind and let go of your body, surroundings, and time. And that's when you enter the space where anything can be possible, otherwise known as pure potential. Your thoughts and your emotions create your energy, and your energy shapes your life. So when you master your inner world, your outer world will have no choice but to change too. If you want to hear an example of exactly how this science works in real life, make sure you're in for part 2, because I'll share the story of where Joe's daughter manifested an all expenses paid trip and job to Italy for the summer. You're manifesting something specific, a dream job, a relationship, an opportunity. There's often a moment where something almost right shows up. Like it looks close to what you asked for, but maybe it's not exactly what you asked for. And that's the moment most people settle or think it's good enough. But Joe Dispenza teaches in Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, it's that almost version is just a test. Because you can manifest anything that you want when you align your thoughts and emotions with the reality that you want. Because your body and energy connect with that future in the quantum field. And that's why you're not chasing it and it finds you. This is the story from chapter 1 of Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And if you're new here, make sure you're following me for all of my key takeaways and exercises from every chapter. Joe has a long-standing agreement with his kids that if they want something, they have to manifest it on their own, using the principles that he's taught them, and without him stepping in financially. When his daughter was 20, she was studying in art college. In the spring, she told him that she wanted to work, keep that word in mind because it's important, in Italy for summer break. She wanted to travel to several different cities, spend a week in Florence at the end with her friends. And then she wanted to come home mid-summer. Great memories, a decent paycheck. He told her that she had to mentally rehearse the experience every single day. To picture what summer in Italy would have looked like and felt like, where she went, who she'd meet, what she'd see. Most importantly, he told her to feel the emotions as if she's already been on this trip, as if she's already living that experience. She had to feel gratitude, joy, excitement, until her brain began to rewire it as a memory that had already happened. She was becoming the version of herself who had already gone to Italy. He explained that if she kept identifying as the girl wishing to go to Italy, that was coming from a place of lack, so she would still be living from the old state of being when she didn't have it yet, and so nothing would actually change. The next few weeks, she practiced this daily, getting into the emotional state of gratitude as if she already experienced the best summer of her entire life. And a few weeks later, she called Joe. She was so excited because there's a summer art program in Italy, and they were going to cover half of the expenses. Instead of it being $7,000, it was only going to be $4,000. She asked him if he would help pay the difference. And he obviously said no, because that would mean she's trying to force the outcome instead of trying to manifest the opportunity. He told her to stay in the feeling of already living her Italian adventure, to think, feel, speak, and even dream in Italian until it felt real. A few weeks later, after she was chatting with her art history teacher, they they began chatting in Italian, and that's when her art history teacher remembered that she had a colleague who needed someone to help teach level 1 Italian in Italy that coming summer, and his daughter got the job. All her expenses were paid, and she was actually getting paid to teach Italian while traveling to 6 different cities and ending in Florence and returning back home exactly when she had envisioned. She had manifested her dream job, every detail that she wanted to happen. By no means was she out there hustling, applying for jobs, or trying to force the outcome. But by becoming energetically aligned with her vision, she magnetized the opportunity right to her. Come back for chapter 2. Your environment doesn't define you, but your thoughts do. If you want to change your life, you have to think greater than your environment, greater than your body, and greater than time itself. When you're living from memory, you keep repeating who you are. When you live from possibility, you start becoming who you actually want to be. And that's why you have to step into your future before it actually shows up. These are my key takeaways from chapter 2 of Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Make sure you're following me for all of my key takeaways and exercises from every chapter. So you're not reacting to your life. You're reacting from the memory of your life. What do I mean by this? Your current environment triggers familiar thoughts. Those create familiar feelings or emotion, and emotions drive familiar action, which recreate the same reality. Every day you wake up and you do the same things. You eat the same breakfast, same apartment, you drive the same route to work, you see the same people, you feel the same emotion. Your brain learns that routine so well that it expects to live the same day on repeat over and over again. And that's why Joe says you're not thinking new thoughts, you're thinking in the past. Your brain is a record of everything you've ever experienced. Over time, all of those memories connect together. So the more you repeat the same thoughts and emotion, the more automatic they become. So your brain has literally memorized who you are. So that's why it's so hard to change a specific habit or an addiction, because your body is always running old programs from the past. Even when you tell yourself you want something new, think about how hard it is to start reacting differently right away. Quantum model says to change your personal reality, you have to change your personality. That means thinking, feeling, and acting greater than your current circumstances, letting your vision of the future tell your brain how to think and feel, instead of letting your present environment tell you how to think and feel. In the book, Joe talks about people like Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Thomas Edison. They believed in realities that didn't even exist yet. Maybe you've heard "be the change you want to see in the world." They all acted, spoke, and felt like their dreams were already real, until reality eventually caught up to their energy. It's proven that your brain doesn't know the difference between something real and something that's vividly imagined. For example, in one study, people who imagined playing the piano and who actually learned to play the piano both grew the exact same brain circuits. Which means by rehearsing, practicing a new way of thinking, feeling, or acting can reprogram your mind ahead of time. Because when you imagine your future vividly and consistently, your brain starts to become a map of the future instead of a record of the past. So to change your life, you have to mentally rehearse the person you want to become. If you want an example of this, go watch my last video. You have to feel the emotions of that future as if it's already real right now, as if it already happened. You already got that job yesterday, and you are going to repeat it so often that your brain believes it. And each and every single time you do, you build new connections in your mind, like installing new software in your mind, like installing a new app on your phone. Eventually, that new program runs automatically, and then the results start appearing in your life. So start thinking greater than what you see currently. Act greater than what you feel, and believe in a future more powerful than your past. Come back for chapter 3. Your body has been trained to be you. When you're constantly living in a state of stress, guilt, worry, anger, reliving the same emotions over and over again, your body gets used to feeling that way. That's why even when your mind says, I want to change, your body says, no, you don't. That's because your body has become your subconscious mind. It remembers who you are better than your brain does. So to truly change, your mind has to become stronger than your body. Here's how. These are my key takeaways from chapter 3 of Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And if you're new here, make sure you're following me for all of my key takeaways and exercises from every chapter. Every time you think and feel the same way, your body learns to expect it. Eventually, those emotions take over and your body starts running your life for you, which means you're not reacting to the present, you are reacting from memory. And that's exactly why change feels uncomfortable, because your body is addicted to the old you. Every single emotion you feel releases chemicals in your brain. Your body gets hooked on those chemicals, especially the painful ones. If you've spent years being stressed or anxious, your body actually craves that stress. That's exactly why when you try to relax, it immediately searches for a reason to worry. That's your body trying to pull you back into the past. The moment you decide, I am done feeling like this, your body fights back. You start to feel restless, tired, doubtful, like you want to quit. That's actually the moment you're breaking the habit of being yourself. If you can feel that discomfort and stay aware instead of reacting, you win. And that's exactly what it means for your mind to become stronger than your body. When you are living in survival mode, you are stressed, afraid, or trying to control everything. Your body is living in the past. When you move into creation, when you are calm, open, grateful, present, you start sending signals to your future. And that's the exact shift in energy where real change starts to happen. Every time you notice yourself about to react and you pause, you interrupt the old programming. That's how you start to rewire your brain and take your energy back. You can't change what you're not aware of, but the moment you notice it, you are no longer it. And that's why it's important to teach your body new emotion to live from automatically. And doing this by practicing the emotions first, instead of waiting for something outside of you to make you feel happy or calm first. When you do it often enough, your body learns that new chemical state, the exact same way it learned the negative one in the first place. You train your body to feel love, gratitude, and calm without needing a reason. That's when your new emotions become your new normal. And since your brain doesn't know the difference between a real experience or something you vividly imagine, when you consistently mentally practice becoming your future self, thinking, speaking, and feeling like that version of you, you will build the same brain circuits as if you already lived it. And every time you rehearse it, you're programming your body to a new identity. Your body has been conditioned to your past, but you can train your brain to overcome it. And that's how you overcome your body, by teaching it to feel the emotions of the future that you want. Come back for chapter 4.